Yes. Not yet. So, yes, that is.
The following is an independently produced program. The views and claims expressed on this program by its host and guests are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or its advertisers. For advertising, call the CEO, Lady Queen Zena Bevel, at 718-253-7273.
Where is you going? Don't you know I need you? We used to be friends from the first day we met. I remember you gave me a rose and you said it's are true, roses are red. I just want to say violets are blue right now because I don't know where you're going. Tell me why violets are blue right now. If you mean you are going to make me sad and blue, bring back the roses. I mean your heart was there, now if you're going I can only say roses are red, will be just a memory. And I'm going to call someone 1, 2, 5, 3, 7, 2, 7, 3. Let's I'm going to call Sister Dobong. Sister Dobong, roses are red, she will find you. I bet Sister Dobong will bring it back true. Just remember, roses are red and violets are not blue. Don't go, baby, just let be true. Don't go, I love you. My roses are red, I'm true only for you. My love is true. So if you don't get, just let me know, just let me know.
The one
I
that
will
so I guess, I don't know if he manages them or what, but
never let my feelings go.
something's going on with this and feel the side.
I will never
That's the artist, and also shows it's the
let
artist
my
as well.
feelings
It's
go.
the father.
Okay, so the manager's coming. Okay.
I believe this is manager. I don't know, but he's their father though. I don't know if he manages them or not, but he's their father. Okay.
Got you. Thank you.
You never know how I love you so. Oh, oh, oh. You never know how I love you so. Oh, oh, oh. You never know how I love you so. Oh, oh, oh. Baby, just say no, no, and I must go. But my feelings will always be the same. Last night I seen you in my dream. I was sitting in Sister Dobong's office.
night, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to WVIP 93.5 FM, KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com, Livestream.com/KNQ Radio, YouTube.com, King and Queen Radio, and Zena Palin Facebook, as well as Holly Go Lightly Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have, of course, the one and only host, Sister Dobong. Don't forget to visit SisterDobong.com for your horoscopes and lucky numbers, and also a couple of prayers with some magical spells. At this time, this is something that we all need. So give yourself a boost and go to www.sisterdobong.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sister Dobong will be with you momentarily, and we also have a performing artist tonight by the name of Stax. So stay tuned. Hello, KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com, WVIP 93.5 FM. You are listening and watching the Sister Dobong Show. I do stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. We actually have Trills and Stax here performing for you live tonight. Don't forget to watch us at Holly Go Lightly on Facebook, Zena Palin on Facebook, livestream.com/KNQ Radio, youtube.com, King and Queen Radio, and you can also view it on KingandQueenRadio.com as well as SisterDobong.com. Don't forget, visit SisterDobong.com today for your horoscopes and numbers. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
I think she told me she got the music.
If you ask me, girl, I change and I don't like that. Nah, do not make everything go to waste, baby, please fight back. Wow, have some faith in a man who don't roll like that. Nah, but we can do the done that down. We would have never do that, no, no, no. No sacrifice your happiness because of ego. No, no believe everything what you see in the media. Stressed out and miss my friend. Then no understand I get to joke them. You need the word to me, no girl. Oi, you know, answer that me a true then. Can't believe it, I know.
You always in sync, right? Because you got the purple and I got the purple. You always in sync.
Don't make your girlfriends watch me up. Don't make your friend and friend me up. This is a good child. Your girlfriends don't do the love like they used to. And they don't seem to trust in like they used to. Don't make your girlfriends push me up. Don't make your friend and break me up. Girl child, your girlfriends don't feel the love like they used to. And they don't see you trust like.
Good evening in New York City. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, WVIP 93.5 FM. What a great show we got this evening here. We got a lot of guests here in the house, and we are going to have a good time. So all you folks, you need to sit back and relax tonight because we have a great, great show. We got DJ Gold Star. She's going to be doing the interview tonight. And we also gonna have our DJ over there, DJ Suavecito. Suave is in the house, and then we got also DJ Hiko in the house, and we got a big audience here tonight. We're gonna have a lovely time. What lovely gentlemen here tonight. So folks, welcome to this great program, and I know the worldwide is listening. This show is brought to you by Sister Dobong. Sister Dobong, the African spiritual reader. When you're having troubles in your life and no one to turn to, you can always turn to Sister Dobong. Sister Dobong will help you with your love life when you feel like that loved one that you got is leaving you. When you feel like your life is just falling apart, call Sister Dobong daily, 718-253-7273. And folks, what a great show. It's so cold here. We looking out here in New York City and Brooklyn at the BrooklynStation.com, and it is nice and I can't say it's nippy, but it is nippy. And I tell you, I love this weather because it's so fresh and it's got a lot of freshness to it. So I want tonight to start a great show off with you, and I want DJ Gold Star start off interviewing our gentlemen here. Okay, Suavecita, give us some music, please.
Now she get it and she make me light shine. All the bad things she hear about me, but she love her, she never down the head. I love her in every season, and she never give me a reason. When you're here, all I need is you. Nothing really matters when you're wrapped up in my arms. When you're here, all I need is you. All I need is one more minute wrapped up in your arms. When you're here, it's like a whole new world. My senses come alive when you're here, and my imagination just keeps running wild. And it's clear you're the piece of my life. Me and my baby, we have our problems, but we always work them out and disagreements, we know how to solve. That's what love's about. Even if we fight, it's hard to break up. I wanna see your face when I wake up, 'cause genuine love is what we're made of. That's why I follow you, babe. Even when times get hard, me and you got the best. We've been through the test of times, baby. Yet we're still together, me and my baby. We have our problems, but we always work them out to we know how to solve. That's what was know that the things that up inside and seal up and the love where we have shot and good. But that's right, we're listening to the King and Queen Radio, WVIP 93.5 FM.
And we got some stars here in the house, folks. They get ready to blow it up. New York City. That's right. And we're going to be with you momentarily. So go get your recorder. Go on live stream right now. That's King and Queen. Give us the where people can go right now and find it.
You can go to livestream.com/KNQ Radio. You can also go to youtube.com, King and Queen Radio. You can also check out Holly Go Lightly on Facebook, as well as Zena Palin on Facebook. We are live right now.
And that's right, we're gonna, as the artist is gonna be performing.
But you want me to
wow,
interview
we're
them?
gonna have live
everything
performance.
ready.
Wow, everything is gonna be live. So folks, you don't want to miss this. Go call your friends now. If you like to call in the station tonight to talk to the artist, the number is 718-676-0820. That's 718-676-0820. The station number 718-253-4239. That's 718-253-4239. We got great artists in the house, and DJ Gold Star will be doing the interviewing tonight. Whoa, New York City, New York City. Get ready, get ready. You get ready to see something live. Whoa, are you ready? New York, it is time for the greatest show you ever seen right now. Well, here we go. DJ Gold Star.
Lord have mercy, you got these young men sweating bullets over here like it's the greatest show on earth. Ringling Barnum and Bailey Circus, Lord have mercy. How long have they been out for? But it's all right, we took their place. Anyway, good evening, gentlemen. I thought it was only going to be one person here, but I'm glad that both of you came, along with their manager who's filming this live, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever app he's using. I'm glad that he's here. So first and foremost, Trills and Stacks. So Stacks and Trills. Can I have your mic, please? Suave, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much. Okay.
Did you have the camera over here?
It's right there.
Okay.
But then you can turn that one around. I'm sorry. Yes, the owner's worried about the camera. She's concerned about everything. She don't play. Anyway, forgive me. So, based on what I have here so far, how do you say, is it that Danica? Trills?
It's Trills, that nigga.
Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't hear anything, but it's okay. It's okay. And of course, Jay Stacks. All right, pleasure to meet you both. You are brothers and upcoming rappers, and you were born and raised in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Represent.
Yes.
Bushwick. You gotta share that mic. Let's not be shy.
In the house, oh yo.
Okay, so I don't like to put people on the spot, especially when it comes to ages, but I do understand that you gentlemen are within the ages of 20 plus, and you grew up listening to greats such as Biggie, Lox, Pun, Nas, Big L, and Jay-Z, inspiring, you gentlemen to rap at an early age, which plays a role in who you are today. So from that time, what is it that made you want to become a rapper? What is it? Was it anger? Was it things that you saw on the streets and you had to use your aggravation or your frustration creatively?
But yeah, to be honest, like I would sit down and like whatever would go on in my head, like whatever I think about, it was like if I'm feeling sad or if I'm feeling, angry or something, it's depending on how I'm feeling, then that's the type of mood of the music you don't get, So like if I'm feeling like for example, the song One Night that I made is a party, more of a party song. So like, if you want to get in the mood to dance and you want to go and hang out with your friends or bring the girls to the club, it's if I want to hang out and have fun,
Right.
So after we made Play Yourself, after we made another one called Play Yourself, and that was more like we had a lot of friends that like turned their back on us, and like they did, let's say like it was only me and him, and like a lot of people didn't have faith in us type stuff. It was just me and him going for it.
Right.
Everybody doubted it. In the beginning of it, everybody doubted it or whatever, but And, like after we dropped the songs or whatever, we noticed everybody started coming around or whatever. But the song was basically dropped because we had a lot of fake friends or whatever. So we basically like we was feeling that vibe. So when he came into the song, he was like, "Yo, I got this song." And he's like, "We talking basically about this." I was like, "I ain't say no more," and I just jumped on it with him. You know what I mean?
Okay, so how did you come up with the names?
Well, my name has actually always been my Facebook name for like about 8-9 years. So when I started rapping, I was just like, I couldn't really find a name. So I was just like, let me stick with my Facebook name for now, you feel me? Because when I first got the Facebook name, ain't nobody had it. So I was like, all right, I'm taking that, you feel me?
Is it trademarked?
Working on it,
We're
working
working
on
on it.
Sorry, put you on the spot.
It's in the progress, it's in the progress.
Okay, and what about you, young man?
Well, same here. Mine's is in the process too of getting copywritten or from me. But it first started, it was like a little lingo that we had. So it was like, I would always be like, oh, I'm gonna keep it trill, or I'm gonna keep it, it's like keep it 100.
Right.
So it's like, everyone started calling me Trills. So I was like, all right, boom. And, as that, the other name for it was more like, because if you break it down, it really stands for DNT, stands for Don't Never Trust. So,
I like that.
I broke it down to that Trills, and when I did that, everybody was like, oh, I like that. It fits you more better. So I was like, all right, so I kept it as that, So I got it, like on the side of my face, I got tatted, DNT. So it's like, don't ever trust, but then right here I got real, meaning realize everyone ain't loyal. So if you can put it together, it's the real DNT,
Is that going to be like on your first album, if you're working on your album now? Are you on an LP, EP? Where are you standing right now? And I know if that's fair to ask.
I mean, right now, we currently just been dropping like singles, but we're working on a mixtape right now. We've been actually trying to develop a project for our album or whatever, because I know a lot of people out there want to get more music from us, and we want to drop a nice load of music for people at one time so everybody can listen to. So we're trying to work on a project now for our album, but most likely people will be seeing the mixtape before our album.
Now, before you do your mixtape, are you interested at all in signing with a label, or do you want to remain independent? How do you gentlemen feel about that?
I mean, right now that question is still questionable. Like we thinking, like our options is always open, of course. But at the moment, right now, we're just mainly independent right now. But if anything comes up in the future, we'll take it into consideration. And take a look at it over it or whatever.
Okay. And how do you feel about that? The same way?
Yeah, same way. Me and him actually sit down. We talk about everything, So it's like we'll sit down. Me and him sit down together. We will have with the music. I'll come with a beat, or he'll come with a beat, and he'll be like, "What you think about this?" And then he'll give me a topic. I'll give him a topic, like, "This is the topic we're rapping on." And then right there, he'll be like, "All right, so we'll stick to that." I don't like to like skip topics, like you know how, for example, like how we grew up listening to Biggie, Jada, all the greats. So you see how they got a good flow line in their music. They keep going. They go straight into it, And
Right.
it's a story. It's a good story you can put together in your head. So I want it like that. Like every time we make music, we want to put it good together. You know what I'm saying? Like a movie, more or less.
So you basically are complementing each other.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. I like that. That's good so far. Where you stand now, is there anyone that you want to collaborate with as far as artists?
I mean, honestly, I haven't really thought that far in, but I have put some thought into it as far as artists would go. Like, I feel like, me personally, I would like to collab with like A Boogie, Jay Critch, maybe the Migos, because I feel like me and them can stand on par with the same kind of flow, But I'm really open to making songs with anybody in the future who comes. For me, it's just, I guess, you just wait till that time comes.
So you're more of the songwriter, you would say, or like a ghostwriter. And I don't mean to say it that way.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a ghostwriter because I haven't really wrote songs for anybody yet. But technically, yeah, I'm a songwriter. I write my own lyrics. I write everything myself. So, yeah, I'm not really much of a ghostwriter yet. But like I said, if anything comes up in the future, anybody wants me to write for them, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so I want to hear from you, and then I want to ask you a question. Yes, go ahead.
All right, yeah, like, so can you say the question one more time? Sorry.
No, who would you want to collaborate with?
Who I would like to be honest, now, Jay Critch, I listen to Jay Critch, A Boogie. I like, to be honest, still, I kind of like Jada, like the stuff he still put out. I still listen to Jada. I would love to get on a song with Jada. Eminem, too.
Wow.
Yeah, Eminem was one of my favorite. Like, I love all my, the greats, but Eminem, like, I love his flow. Like, his flow is just so good. Like, it's just on point to me,
Okay. So, as you stated before, you are part of Wildlife Entertainment, and you have One Night, Played Yourself, Real Ones, and more coming out on SoundCloud. Can you give us a website or a link where we could hear your music?
Yes, it's on SoundCloud. If you look up, it's Trills that, you know. So if you just
that's Nikka. You read my mind. Nikka. Just to let you ladies and gentlemen know.
So we well, wildlife. Can I tell you a little something about wildlife?
Please, yes.
All right, so I joined wildlife. It was an entertainment. It's nothing but good, positive people. My friend, he recently passed away on January 4th.
My condolences.
And thank you. He was one of my best friends. Like with my music, I was always with him. When I sold out tickets for not sold out. I had tickets for Jada Kiss for the Locks at Alibaba's Pennsylvania Woodsbury. So we performed and we gave out tickets, and the only person that came was my family and him and my other friend Shah Humble, which is his best friend. So ever since then, like people I grew up with, I like distanced myself from them because he was more of a outgoing person. His name was Jonathan Williams. He was a boxer. So they killed him in front of his house, and ever since then, like we trying to make wildlife more bigger. Wildlife is like it's called we invest love, devastation. We invest love, devastation, loyalty into family empires.
That's beautiful.
So it's more
That's
like
beautiful.
We like to do for the youth. Like everything is for the youth. My friend had a boxing thing going for the youth, and since they took him, we still trying to carry that on. His clothing, we trying to carry it on still. He ain't gone yet. He's still carrying on.
Yeah, but like basically what you were saying, wildlife is basically for the youth. It's for people who basically, like you said, we dedicate into what it stands for, whatever. But wildlife is for the youth or whatever, but it's also for like kids who grew up living like a tough life or whatever that want to make a change in their life also, you feel me? So like wildlife basically shows you that, no matter how bad things was, no matter how old you are, it's never too late to make a change, you feel me? So it's basically like an entertainment so that everybody can get together. We try to entertain football, basketball, like all things that, like sports-wise or whatever, for the kids, keep their minds off of, going out there and doing things that they shouldn't be doing,
Yeah, back in my day, we used to call that the Boys and the Girls Club, and the fact that you combine that along with entertainment, a way to get out that anger, that frustration, whatever the person is feeling, that is a positive step and that's a positive move. And I look forward and I'd like to work with you gentlemen into helping you, have things come a little bit more into fruition.
No problem.
So,
sounds great.
With that being said, we're going to let DJ Suave play some music, and then before we go, who is going to be performing? Both of you? Can both of you perform?
Yeah, we both perform at the same time. Because we
Great.
both on the same song.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you are listening and watching KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com. Hey, my mic, sorry. WVIP 93.5 FM, Sister Dobong Show. Zena Palin on Facebook. Holly Go Lightly on Facebook. And where else are we? YouTube.com, King and Queen Radio, and Livestream.com, KNQ Radio. Stay locked.
It's just you don't have to say it. I know how I feel. You don't need to speak the word to me. When you love this way, it's easy to know what you need. What do you need? Something that close the door. Turn the lights on, hold me like you never did before. Closer than we've ever been. The words unspoken, I cry out to you and you answer me silently in the silence of the night. Your heartbeat speaks to mine in the silence of the night. I hear
for the future. So what will the people do about the crisis that we're going through? We wonder how they be going through such awful more than just a few children is alone in the cold night through. The wicked and the crew must get slow them up and make this earth right through. For the blood is like bullets sprays from the wicked and yes, the lies and gaze that the youths are not to gaze. Change them dirty ways, more life burn dead coffin and dirty grave. The bills and high prices drive the people insane. Now them up cocaine in brain and drug needle in vain. Them lose them wealth, now they're in shame.
www.kingandqueenradio.com 24/7 multicultural music 718-676-0820
She's a very beautiful woman, and she helped me, and she do everything that's to help me. She's a beautiful, Jesus bless her, keep her, and help her. Anywhere she go, she will help you. Please come to her, and she will help you and keep you. She's a God bless you. And it's about that and keep out that I will ever come to her. And I will introduce people to come to her. And she will heal them and do her best to satisfy them.
They're going to perform in there? Okay.
That number you want to call, 718-253-7273. Spiritual Doctor Sister Dobong, located at 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. That number again, 718-253-7273. Call daily, 718-253-7273 for an appointment and one free question by phone. Sister Dobong does what others claim to do. 718-253-7273.
You can stand up. Yeah, y'all gonna stand up. You don't have to sit down.
Do you want what you want to play? That
You're listening to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, WVIP 93.5 FM. And don't forget, you could call Sister Dobong daily, 718-253-7273. Very soon, we're getting ready to have a live performance here, folks, so we want you to really enjoy the great show is about to happen just for you on WVIP 93.5 FM, King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. And don't forget your #1 spiritual reading advisor for any problems in your life. You can come to 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11210, the corner Avenue J, East 35th, the 2 of the 5 train, last stop. Again, 718-253-7273. And after this performance, if you'd like to call in and talk to the artists, the number of the station is 718-253-4239 or 718-676-0820. Don't give up. Make sure you call Sister Dobong, the African spiritual reader. See Sister Dobong in the morning, be happy in the evening. All right, we're going to take you back to Lady Gold Star. What's going on, Lady Gold Star?
I have no mic. I'm waiting for the young man at the door.
Okay. Lady Gold Star, what's going on, sweetheart?
Nothing much. We have everything ready in place and queue. Hello out there, world.
Okay, can you give the artists and people names so you'll know who performing? Please, thank you.
Yes, okay, again, we have Dat Nika, Trills, and Jay Stacks. They are brothers and upcoming rappers from Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, Bushwick, But Bushwick, that's a beautiful area. I'm from Mesereau, so we all Bushwicks in here. Mesereau, yes, 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 my old home. All right, take it to us.
And just want to give a shout out to their manager, and also they're here to perform one night along with some freestyle. So give us a few seconds and we'll be right back. You ready? You got one night. Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Then gotta feel nice. She wanna grow out with a bang, that she living life. I just wanna hit it once, I don't need it twice. I can tell that she a freak by the way she talk. Ass move up in them jeans every time she walk. She like the way it speaks, I'm from New York. VIP do say, living like a boss. Once I take it to the crib, she won't take it off. She all up on the kid, she like the way I floss. I tell the way she do my bottles, cause we get sauce. She wanna leave after the club, I'm like, say no more. Shorty, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Getting fucked up today, like, baby, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Getting messed up today, like. Man, she's so genuine, perfect design, so divine. Man, she's one of a kind, I lose my mind. Every time the shorty busted and bonds, she see a dime. The shorty always crossing my mind, I know. She like the way I walk, she like the way I talk, she like the kiss, she like the style. Because she know I'm from New York, no stand a chance. But shorty make me wanna go dance. I grab her hand, let my other hand drag to her pants. I hope you don't want relations, I just want a night. It ain't right, I know you left your heart right on inside. You in my tight, she put me close and told me don't get hyped, that's what I like. There's nothing but Henny, let's do this fight. She shorty nice, shorty was sweet, beyond unique, but she a freak. Pretty beauties, that's what I see, but I'm a G. So we gonna mellow out through the night, and tonight, I'm guessing let's settle this for a night, Shorty, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get this up today, like. Baby, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get messed up today, like. All I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get messed up today, like. Baby, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get messed up today, like. One night, one night. Bushwick in the building, my life entertainment, OBO. Shout out Sean Humble. Shout out Jonathan Williams. Rest in peace, bro. I like the way she shaped, nice, small, and petite. She unique. She told me that her name is Monique. Yeah, she a freak. Fleek from her head to her feet. See, I'm a G by 3. She be leaving with me. The whole club was working. When she put in that work in. How she dropping to the floor, don't show how she's working. I think man, you could tell they were hurting. Got every really running out like they thirsty. Out of every shorty in the club, she the baddest. The way she whining and grinding on me, and she a savage. Shorty a dime, one of a kind, gotta have it. Henny in my sister, bust a week, got me blasted. We should keep backing it up, I gotta grab it. The look in her eyes when I walk by, she was my type. Ain't gonna lie, yeah, she was mine like the whole night. But too bad, ain't really mad, it was one night. Shorty, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get messed up today, like. Baby, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get messed up today, like. All I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get messed up today, like. Baby, all I want is one night. Baby girl, it's just one night. The Henny in my cup, got the wave right. Get messed up today, like. One night, one night, yeah. One night, one night, yeah. One night.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That is so beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody is hollering out there. More, more, more. Freestyle. Yes, that is beautiful. Okay, folks, ladies and gentlemen, here we are to perform one more time freestyle.
It's already done.
Stacks. It's for Bushwick, baby. It's for the life. What's up, up in that white? I had to shoot with the ice, roll with the pipe. I still remember those nights. I'm still in my blood fights, sending them kites. I'm doing shit out of spite. I'm doing shit out of life. I did this shit for the life. The beat was off, which I came in too soon. I'm sorry, yeah, the beat was a little off. My bad. Fix that up for you right now. Run it back some more. Run it back from all the way from the beginning, because I come into that part right there.
This is some real
Yeah,
freestyle, yeah.
I like that better. Yeah. I had to struggle with the nights, roll with the pipe. I still remember those nights. I still remember fights, setting up tights. I'm doing shit out of spite. I'm doing things I don't like. Grip on my waist. Yeah, you didn't get on the line. I did this thing for the life. Yeah, yeah. Messenger club is on sight. I did this thing for the life. Fuck it up, back it up tight. I did this thing for the life. I still remember those nights. Post on the block with a cake. Suggesting you fall back and watch what you say. Gone on my waist. I still go dumb in this place. Decided to stay in my place. I'm about to black. I flash the toe, that's a fact. I keep it open the sack. There's no back. Watch how she throwing it back. Putting this hood on the mat. This is a fact. Ain't trying to get to the fame. I'm trying to get through the game. Switch to the lane. Remember my way through the pain. Watch how I switch up the game. Watch how I force. Watch how I turn up the sauce. Watch how I flex on your boss. Bottles gon' pour. Never bring out to the course. Watch how I flex on your boss. What they gon' say? Young nigga hollering his way. Worried about getting his pay. End of the day, I'm on the floors in your face. Homie, just watch what you say. You can get clipped. My niggas run up a strip. My homies run up the dip. Run up and dip. My niggas straight up a fit. Run up and nothing in his head. Everything's clear. My people all gonna ride. My people all gonna die. Hey, hey. My people down for the ride. Pull up, you all gonna die. Hey, I keep a drum in the case. I used to run for the J's. Fuck what you say. Shooters I would never pay. You would get shot in your face. I'm off for 8. When it's the realest in face. The thing is the real from the fake. Watch what you say. Homie get stomped in your face. Homie, I'm just off for 8. Hey, hey.
Hey. Whoa. That is beautiful. Freestyle. You're allowed to stop and mess up once or twice in freestyle. That's understandable.
Yeah, I'm just not used to the no cursing parts.
He's doing excellent. Because remember, they have a lot of curse words and they're not allowed to say them. So you folks, you're getting the best of best. Yeah, so you know that got to give them a lot of credit because the new generation, everything they say is an F this and an F that.
And it don't make no sense half the time.
It don't make no sense. But you know what? We like this live performance because they give us respect and we giving them high respect for understanding what we want out here. All right, we're going to take the next performance now and let's hear how this performance is going on. Folks, you're listening to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, WVIP 93.5, and we got young talent tonight straight out of Bushwick and Brooklyn, New York, performing live on WVIP, King and Queen Radio, and BrooklynStation.com. And if you'd like to be a star as well, you can call me 718-253-7273. Call Holly at 718-676-0820, 718-253-4239. You can write us King and Queen Radio at gmail.com. King and Queen Radio at gmail.com. Okay, the posters King and Queen is coming off the map. All right. Okay, we're going to take you back to this live performance, and I guess the birds even waking up. They supposed to be sleeping, but I guess they want to sing too. They hear some live performance going in here. Want to thank DJ Hiko for bringing such lovely guests here, and the manager. We also want to thank him as well for bringing such lovely gentlemen here, well managed. We're going to take you back to that performance. Don't forget to call Sister Dobong any problems you're having in your life. Money problems, you may be having health problems, nature problems. Call Sister Dobong 718-253-7273. And we are on King and Queen Radio 24/7, BrooklynStation.com 24/7. And you can also go on SisterDobong.com and get all the spiritual lucky numbers, horoscopes, and everything you need on SisterDobong.com. Have the special prayers Lucky Numbers horoscope. So if you need your horoscope right now, go on sisterdobong.com and get your horoscope. Okay, we're going to take you back to the show here live at brooklynstation.com, King and Queen radio station. Okay, DJ Gold Star. We take you back to DJ Gold Star.
Ready?
Okay, she said ready.
Yeah. Charles. Oh, yo. You don't even know the half that go on in my head. So there was times that I was thinking I was better off dead. I played the blocked up cops just to get to the press and forget that. So I really want a special head and a special rap. But on the other hand, I want the bands though. Straight out of the band though. Fully loaded ammo. I'm back with the camera, ready to let the things go. Free my brother Kato, he got caught up in the jam. Yo, my mother always told me, don't you never trust a damn. Niggas with sides that's supposed to be my damn roads. Now I switch rides every day, I'm on the damn road. Pull up in the club, they be looking like who that those. That nigga Charles and my little brother Stacks. What do I ever get that? Where was you when I was flat broke? Turning back on me when I needed them the damn most. Own fan even when goes, that's a fact though. So if they want hate, let them hate. I'ma keep getting to the cake, to pull up in the rave. Watch looking flooded in the face. I don't give a fuck what they say, must offend me with the big. So if they want hate, let them hate. I'ma keep getting to the cake, to pull up in the rave. Watch looking flooded in the I don't give a fuck what they say, must offend me with the big. Sorry for that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Keep the flow going.
Oh, Jesus. Woo!
Yeah, Charles, check it. I came out from a block where it's hot, where everybody getting shot for no reason, killer season, and get crazy for no. All messed up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. He never messed up. He did a good job. He just respected the station and himself. And so he never messed up. When you're flowing, everybody understand rap music is full of all lyrics, and he did a good job because everybody know who he is and famous to know. So when you want to see them live and really hear the real stuff, then you can go, who don't have virgin ears, you can go to, where can they go and find you?
You don't even know the half that going on in my head. So there was times that I was thinking I was better off dead. I played the blocked up cops just to get to the bread. So forget that. So I really want a special head, a special web. But on the other hand, I want the bands though. Straight out of the band though. Fully loaded ammo. I'm back with the camera, ready to let the things go. Free my brother Kato, he got caught up in the jam. Yo, my brother always told me, don't you never trust a damn. Niggas switch sides, that's supposed to be my damn. Now I switch rides every day, I'm on the damn road. Pull up in the club, they be looking like who that though. That shows in my little brother Stack. But the other give that. Where was you when I was flat broke? Turning back on me when I needed them. No soul fan, even when ghost, it's a fact though. So if they want hate, let them hate. I'ma keep getting to the cake, to pull up in the rave. Watch looking flooded in the face. I don't give a what they say, must offend me with the bait. So if they want hate, let them hate. I'ma keep getting to the cake, to pull up in the rave. Watch looking flooded in the face. I don't give a what they say, must offend me with the bait. So if they want hate, let them hate. I'ma keep getting to the cake, to pull up in the rave. Watch looking flooded in the face. I don't give a what they say, must offend me with the bait. So if they want hate, let them hate. I'ma keep getting to the cake, to pull up in the ring. Watch looking flooded in the face. I don't give a what they say, must offend me with the pain. It's my life, or we do it till I die. Till my time go. Let me hold up real quick. I'll come back in. I said, it's my life, or we yo till I die. Eyes low, had to throw the panel in the fronto. Make it rain, got the 12 gauge in my poncho. Give me the loot, before I shoot, nigga pronto. Came back from the old trap, man, bro stacks. I'm sorry, the curses. I blocked the curses, I'm sorry.
DJ Gold Star, yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a.
You can find us on the SoundCloud, on the Trills, that NIKKA. Once again, you'll find all the uncensored songs there. No none of that. You'll find all the real, raw, uncensored songs there. You can follow us also on Facebook. My Facebook is J Stacks. That's a space between the J and the Stacks. And his is Trills, that NIKKA. Once again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and you heard it all, and we just enjoyed this show. We haven't had freestylers in long years. Wow. So, you know, we want to thank you folks for being here with us tonight and entertaining such great audience out there. And we will let you, all right, let them go.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
5 minutes, freestyle, DJ Suave.
Okay. Okay, you're listening to King and Queen Radio. Don't forget to give Sister Dobong any spiritual needs you got or any problems you're having in your life, you need lucky numbers and horoscope, visit sisterdobong.com. And you can call Sister Dobong 718-253-7273 for your spiritual readings. If you're troubled and think you're going through something, need some advice, call Sister Dobong. Okay, we're going to take you back.
Commercial, 10 minutes.
Okay. All right, we're going to run a commercial and then we're going to have a station break and we're going to bring them right back, folks. So stay tuned.
This message is critical to your personal growth in 2019. 718-253-7273. That again, 718-253-7273. Jot this number down in your phone, your iPad. Store it on your computer, on a notepad, in a place where you can find it quickly, because at some point you will need it. It's the number for the most popular and most useful reader and advisor in our area. The world-famous African reader and advisor, Sister Dobong.
That's right. I am Sister Dobong, here to help you. What do you want in 2019? More money? Success in your career job? Maybe you need a better job. How about reuniting with a loved one? If you've been plagued by illness, bad luck, lack, or heartache, it is time for a change. Don't give up. I'm the African Reader Advisor dedicated to making a difference in an imperfect world. Call me now for one free question by phone. 718-253-7273. And come see me at 1752 Flatbush Avenue, right at the corner of Avenue J in Brooklyn. And let's make 2019 one of the best years of your life.
Make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitations to what you can see, what you can be, what you can have, or what you can do. Call Sister Dobong now.
I'm begging to keep me blessed. God, this world we're living in full up of evilness. But me, no fret, Father, than me GPS. He my guide me motion and he my lead me steps, yes. Things rough, when I still leave the stress. Chant a psalm every day before me leave me nest. Me know the wrong from you, then we want to eat the flesh. As a power, so the break, we want to keep me this Nice to know ya, let's do it again. And we did it on a one night stand. Girl, I wanna be more than a friend. Do ya? Nice to know ya, let's do it again. And we did it on a one night stand. Girl, I wanna be more than a friend. Do ya? It was like food for all of my senses. Our time priceless, so expensive. Like water to all of my trenches. She had a piece and for her every entrance. We had a dinner and a movie. Fire up the tubing. Great smile for this girl. School close to me. I got a bed. She got me boogie. Her beauty intelligence. Well, there's no people there. No let them get caught in the cross.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good night. You are listening to WVIP 93.5 FM, King and Queen Radio.com, BrooklynStation.com. livestream.com/K&Q Radio, youtube.com King and Queen Radio. Stay tuned. We're going to be having the young gentlemen come back on next in a few seconds. That's Chats and Stills. Did I say it correctly?
Stacks and Trills.
Sorry, Stacks and Trills. Forgive me, it's my old age. Stay tuned.
Protect the people, Jah. No let them get caught in the crossfire. Protect the nation, Jah, Jah. 'Cause we no want the land to be flatter. Protect the people, Jah. Above the lights of this fire. Protect the nation, Jah, Jah, Jah. Protect the nation, Jah, Jah. Downtown, I know we are gone, we are gone. Y'all want, don't want you. No, but now just say me never know why. But it's best to leave the one you love if you want me every time. Y'all want, don't want you get me in a trouble, so I think you just want, y'all want, and try to calm my phone.
Alright. It's 11:01. You are listening to WVIP 93.5 FM, KingandQueenRadio.com and BrooklynStation.com. Here again, DJ Suave, to perform live here for you freestyle is Trills and Stacks from Brooklyn, New York.
Stop playing with yourselves.
It's my life.
Yo.
Yeah, Charles. See, I ain't got time for the bull. You see, my man's doing time with a 4/5. Where I'm from, you get fed with a full clip. And if you with the feds, get your kids hit. I'm so sick that the doc can't fix this. I be lit up on the block, call me J Big. These niggas hating a lot, get up J. Cause when I'm living like a boss, don't say it. Why you trying to floss with the same? Walking all around the mall with a lame. Get the fuck around the place with the shit. Before I put two in your face, get the facelift. Say I ain't with a bird or a snake chick. I leave it on the curb, I'll take shit. My pops gave me a break and told me break this. Made a couple of flips and told me take this. Keep running your mouth until you get hit. Cause I'm with the bomb loud until I hit click. Take the money, make it route till I get rich. OG said chill, here's a few zips. Hit the block for the Glock, made a few licks. I put the rock in the pot, here's a new fix. I told my pops I couldn't stop, I gotta do this. Cause I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, my man's doing time for a forfeit. So if you messing with the feds, get your kids hit.
See, I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, I ain't got time for the bullshit. I wonder when I'm back on my push. Guess all the drama got me going through the bullshit. See, I'm back on my bullshit. See, all the drama got me going through the forfeit. I wonder when I'm back on my bullshit. See, all the drama got me sleeping with the forfeit. Spit hits, flip scripts in my mind trips. A whole split take sips for a quick fix. Hey, me the banging the money, I'm busting straight legs. So my pockets are chubby, nobody say shit. Got these niggas showing off, trying to clout trip. Instead of stacking together and trying to count chips. I'm getting tired of, I gotta bounce quick. That's why I'm stacking this paper until I'm out this. 4/5 on my hip, get your face lift. 4 slip, get your flip, get your face ripped. Grip, got a kick, I can get shit. OG in my split, I can take shit. I'm getting tired of walking alone at late nights. Constant hustling and struggling, trying to make nights. Too much work, is down, starting to hate life. Shave white, late night, so it's ways right. I hit the flip, or flip, hit a few flips. Or the zip, or the split. That's enough for y'all, that's enough for y'all. I had to go. It's a little hard to do this freestyle thing with no curses.
Use alternative words like frugal. Fool.
Nice. Use peaches and plums.
There you go.
See, I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, my man's doing time for the forfeit. Where I'm from, you get fed with a full clip. And if you messing with the feds, get your kids hit. I'm so sick that the doc can't fix this. I be lit up on the block, call me J Big. And niggas hating a lot, get up J. Before I'm living like a boss, don't save it. When I'm living on the phone with the safe. I'm working out a wall with a lame man. Get the f out my face with the thing. Before I put two in your face, get your face lift. See, I ain't messing with a bird or a snake chick. I leave it on the curb, I'll take shit. My pops gave me a break and told me break this. Made a couple of flips and told me take this. Keep running your mouth until you get hit. Cause I'm with the bomb loud until I hit click. Take the money, make it route till I get rich. OG said chill, here's a few zips. Hit the block for the Glock, made a few licks. I put the rock in the pot, here's a new fix. I told my pops I couldn't stop, I gotta do this. Cause I ain't got time for the bullshit.
Cause I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, my man's doing time for a forfeit. So if you messing with the feds, get your kids hit. See, I ain't got time for the bullshit. Guess I ain't got time for the bush. See, my man's doing time for a forfeit. So if you messing with the feds, get your kids here. See, I ain't got time for the bush. I went away and now I'm back on my bush. See, all the drama got me going through the bush. I went away and now I'm back on my bush. Since my mind flips, I rose flips, take 6 for a quick fix. Hey, we debating the money and busting straight licks. So when my pockets are chubby, nobody say shit. How these niggas showing off cloud chip instead of stacking together and trying to count chips? I'm getting tired of bush. I gotta talk straight. That's why I'm stacking this paper until I'm out this. For a fifth on my hip, get your face lift. For a slip, get you flip, get your face ripped. New grip, got a kick, get your shit stripped. OG on my spliff, I can take I'm getting tired of walking alone at late nights. Constant hustling, struggling, trying to break nights. Too much worries, it got me starting to hate life. Shave white, late nights, so it's raised right. I hit the brake for a flip, made a few legs. I bought a zip, made a grip, bought a few splits. But my mom's ain't gonna stop, I gotta do this. Cause I ain't got time for the bush. Cause I ain't got time for the bush. See, I ain't got time for the bush. See, my man's doing time for a forfeit. So if you messing with the feds, with your kids here. See, I ain't got time for the bush. Guess I ain't got time for the bush. I went away and now I'm back on my bush. See, all the drama got me going through the bush. Stacks and trills for y'all. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud. Keep in touch. We got more fire coming our way. Nothing but a barrage coming this year for y'all.
I want to give a special shout out to King and Queen Radio for having us here. Special shout out. Thank you. It's an amazing show.
Here. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. Once again, shout out to Shah Humble. Shout out to Jonathan Williams. Keep in peace, bro.
Good job, guys.
Thanks. Next time I'm gonna come.
I know it's hard like that.
Yeah, next time I'm trying to come with no curses, so we won't have this problem.
Alright, we got ready. Going to regular music. It's still live. Sorry.
Yeah, boss lady said nice.
Thanks, boss lady. Thanks.
Thank you.
Certain things beyond the talking out of song, out of real.
Give me a few minutes, children. I'm sorry.
But believe this, to them it's like life and a look. Gonna pop off like books, a people we need through the soup. Yeah. What can I do to make this world a better place? My want live and just be free, but my freedom is at stake. Last night me heard them done the liquor youth, me know me have a part to play, but me kinda confused. What can I do? What can I say? Sometimes I feel so guilty. If I can't be a part of the solution, I'm a part of the problem. We have to rise up, have to wake up. Look how a good country, we're mashing up. If we want things to get better, we have to talk up. You just as bad if you keep your mouth shut. Can't keep no waste man around me. You're not gonna find them under around me. I used to play and if you keep them company. Right now, no phone, no guilty. Hold on, let me tell you this. Just feel like to sing a love song on a big bad rhythm, so me traveling down. It's just to feel your way, we find a plan. One whole life, but why you give the people a culture one? So me looking at myself and so worried, forward and me no powerful with every note me put to risk. So a lot of pain, if one life we can't change, then I shouldn't even bother. We have to rise up, have to wake up. Look how a good country, we're mashing up. If we want things to be better, we have to talk up. You just as bad if you keep your mouth shut. Now we have to man around me. Now go find them under around me. I used to play and if you keep them company. Right now, no one will guilty. So when you're going out, you're coming in, so your hands.
Them I said them not no vacancy, and I said them other cause on me for wait and see. Selassie sons, we are the brave ones. We not no time to come into the pagans. Trap the right road, even if we're poverty. Try hold on in this world of calamity. Even though we work so hard, still get no pay. It's under brainstorm when mama pour those blow away. You know when them big grow when get a youth I try maintain. I go the life and try to find a way to cure the pain. How some must people so running nobody to take the blame. I put the love to leave me on the front for all up in the flame. But I don't ever try to see me start to talk of here. You must have man, you must be crazy. We need to make a start. Beg you some clearance. What am I just with the master appearance? come to the praise and sing to the sons. We are the great ones. When I'm the time, we come on the pagans. Just like even the and you say, they motivate you say, if you want to make it. Yes, now you gotta be no problem. Oh no, oh no, you never go and get some time. Oh no, and the reason why the sun and keep the fire burning. That's why the sun, because we got to work the world. Check it out, make it listen. And not the reality. And that's the liberty. I'm so surrounded. And they are not in a front. They're going against the time. We got the confidence to say.
Check out the music, that's what I'm talking about.
We got the motivation to say. You got to speak it into being. Break down the just my way, you lie down to the God in my wicked eye, you walk the motive side, you the God, and I reply to body, and I got it and say, I said, boy, never make a right, never had your put your trust in God, never make a right. Never heard your feelings. Love it all to say yes. No matter eat for the judgment day. Them I got paid for the way them say. Yahweh today. One wicked heart can fade away, fade away. Pull on the victim like just another them not Curtis. Just like the evil boys and the birdies. Just like the laws of 19 and judges. Babylon down birdies. I said, put your trust in God. Never make your right break. I will never hurt your feelings. Love it up today and I said, put your trust in God. Never make your right break. I will never hurt your feelings. Love it up today. See me, I got them up and my skin burning. The money start making the table start burning. No, them I watch everything from me earning. Me get to the board, them send me a done and I'm turning. Mama tell me send me up a table learning. Still I got the black to the sleep in the box. Still I still a job waiting, no youths and working. Well, the systems are burning. Never make a right. Never hurt your
This is kingsandqueensradio.com and brooklynstation.com, and you listen to Sister Dobong.com, and this is Chills and Stacks coming to you out of Bushwick, New York. Thank you.
It didn't come out the way I expected, but if you have us back on the show, you can let him know we'll be more prepared. Because I didn't know we couldn't curse until he told me yesterday. So I was going crazy, and our studio guy is not even around, so he couldn't take out the curse word. So I just went to a guy, I didn't even know him. He just did whatever he did, what you heard, and it was throwing them off with the song with the no cursing. So
next time we come, we're gonna be more prepared.
yeah, we could be more prepared. It could be more, you know, everything will be come out smoother than the way it came out. Yeah.
Okay, I do appreciate it. Oh, she got on the phone. Oh. Give me a second.
Boss Lady's high, I'm checking, boy. Yeah, Boss Lady's high, I'm checking. What's feeling you?
So we have to do it. I write a song and it's the first one.
Yeah, to fill it in. I was thinking that, but I didn't think this was going to come so soon. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to come so soon.
Turn in the music, huh?
See, but that's why we got to get ready, because we got to be ready for it.
I got
Teach
you.
us a lesson, and then we're more ready for everything that's happening. Only time when we read a song, we put a curse in, or the words replace it. Clean version is the hardest to get out. You gotta find the perfect word to put there that doesn't throw the song off the journey. I'm gonna get it though. That's what I'm doing when I get back now. Alright, I'm gonna look at all my songs.
Self-confidence, just to move above the lines. Call on Jah, call on Jah. Call on Jah, call on Jah. Some say thanks, it's good to say please. Positive words can set your mind at ease. Live your life in a positive way. You will never worry on the judgment day. Heaven is earth. I heard you planning to run away. Where you gonna run? There's no hiding place from the Most High. Lord, call on Jah, call on Jah.
Hang up. 35. And have a good
just to move upon the lights upon a nation, to mount temptation, to mount tribulation, living in the book of Revelation. Call on Jah, call on Jah. Call on Jah, call on Jah. Before it's too late, sundown now, sundown now. Before it's too late, sundown now, sundown now. Call on Jah, call on Jah. Call on Jah, call on Jah. Some say it's day, some say it's night, some don't know it's probably light. Some say it's free, some say it's throw away your foolish pride. Right now, let true love take over. If we follow what we feel inside, then we'll be together forever. You can't run away and hide when love sweeps over your soul. Now I just can't change the way I feel about you. My greatest wish is to build my world around you now, baby. I wanna take you home and give you my love forever. Baby, let me take you home. Without you, my life is over. I wanna take you home and give you my love forever. Baby, let me take you home. For several, I know we will never. There is nothing that people can do to change how I feel about you. And baby, whatever you do, don't give me a reason to doubt you. I feel our love showering over like rain. I just can't change the way I feel about you. My greatest wish is to build my world around you, baby. I wanna take you home and give you my love forever. Baby, let me take you home. Without you, my life is over. I wanna take you home and give you my love forever. Baby, let me take you home. Forever I know.
Yeah.
I want to take a picture of you.
No, you wouldn't link up if you never hear say the thing come. You wouldn't. You try to pipe me like a butter judge and when you for drink up. In a smoke, oh yeah, rinse over down seat when you try wink up. Your clothes clean, your fuck up your dirty heart full of pain. When them tell you them my brother, you're for breathing. If you don't know you're from nowhere, know if you're my real friends. One talk with your bro, and used to share your split from them. Show me thing I shot you one ditch them, then you would have ditched with your friend and the rich friend. Fake out to my friend. Same thing as a traitor. Fake out to my friend. You know why I'm in the marriage. I'm thinking about you.
Jot this number down in your phone, your iPad, store it in your computer, on a notepad, in a place where you can find it quickly, because at some point in time, you will need it. 718-253-7273. It's the number for the most popular and most useful reader advisor in our area, the world famous African reader and advisor Sister Dobong. World famous African reader and advisor Sister Dobong, a master of astrology, revealing what the stars hold for your destiny. Palm reading, telling you what's written in your book of life. Chiromancy, necromancy, and more. If someone could show you a way through which you could know what, where, when, who, and why, reading your past, guiding you in this present to guarantee a better future, wouldn't you make sure you seek that out? In just minutes, world-renowned African reader and advisor Sister Dobong will tell you all about marriage, love, career, even your finances and more. Make your sleepless nights, bad luck, drug abuse, or any addiction, low self-esteem, problems with loved ones, nature problems, fear of jail, court proceedings, immigration issues, a thing of the past. Call Sister Dobong now and get positive results tomorrow. Sister Dobong, the world famous African reader and advisor, 1752 Flatbush Avenue. That's 1752 Flatbush Avenue at the corner of Avenue J at Brooklyn. 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273.
Come on, looking at your crystal ball, got your mind.
Whoa. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. I mean, the weather look like it's getting cool out here, folks. And I want to say good evening to everybody out here on Facebook, wherever you're at. I can only wave. I can't talk to you because I'm very busy. We just had some guests here in the house, very entertaining. And if you'd like to be a guest on this show, You can always give me a call, 718-253-7273. And wow, I'm expecting a very, very special guest coming on, a very famous artist going to be coming on. Hopefully, we will have someone on next week going to blow your mind. So, folks, you want to stay tuned because I have a lot of good guests coming on. This guest is a very famous artist. I'm hoping they called me today and they said they want to get on this show. So hopefully we'll be able to get them on this show. This is King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. What a lovely, lovely evening here in New York City. It's almost midnight. And the show There We Go Jamaica will be coming along. Want to say a shout out to my co-host out there. She's under the weather and they love it. I also want to say a shout out there to you, my club goer and friend. And I want to say a shout out to Mr. Phillip out there. I want to say a shout out to all the DJs that part of the King and Queen radio staff and Brooklyn station. We're going to be making a lot of changes and a lot of people be coming and a lot of people be going. And you know, that's how it goes. So you're listening to WVIP 93.5 FM, and I want to thank Richard over there as well, out there, and Happy New Year's to you, Richard. And this is Sister Dobong. Visit sisterdobong.com, and you'll be able to get some of my prayers and get some of them lucky numbers in the horoscope. You may have to spend a couple dollars to get them, but it's worth it. You're going to make millions in getting them. So we have a lot of lucky winners always, and we want you to be a winner too. So go on sisterdobong.com, and when you can't get to me and you need a special remedies and spiritual prayers, you can visit sisterdobong.com. Okay, I want to say a good evening to my DJ out there. Suave did a good job this afternoon. Very excellent job dealing with the new guests and different people and trying to blot out the words and different things. That can be kind of hard when you don't know what next coming up. But anyway, it's a good job done. And Lady Holly for putting her hard effort and good work in the station. So you want to give some stars out there. You want to get them 5 stars going. A lot of people putting them near my name. Go and put them on the station. 5 stars. Okay? Well, we'll take you how many other stars you want to give us. You can give me 1 star. That's beautiful enough. Okay, so again, visit kingandqueenradio.com, brooklynstation.com. And if you'd like to write in, you can write in kingandqueenradio@gmail.com. And all those DJs that I meet out there and you're listening this evening, I'd like to say welcome to the stations. Again, WVIP 93.5 FM. And again, we got some good music the rest of the evening. Lady DJ,
yes,
Gold Star, how are you this evening?
I'm good. Oh, I'm okay so far. How have you been doing?
Well, I'm doing very good. I have a little information I'd like to give you.
Oh, no.
And I think this is going to be very exciting what I'm going to talk about.
No.
And I'm going to talk about some Mexicans.
What?
Yes, I'm going to talk about Mexicans tonight.
I'm sorry, that's the information you got to give me?
Yeah, the information I want to give you, that Mexicans now, I thought they was adapted to the West Indian culture because a lot of Mexicans play a lot of Jamaican music, but it's in Spanish.
Yes, I do remember.
And they have their Rasta culture. And I had asked somebody, how did the Mexicans get that culture and adapt it so? And they even got the dreadlocks and this and that. And a gentleman told me they stole our culture. That's how they got it. Well, I hope that gentleman is listening this afternoon, because I got a shock for him.
Hey.
And, you know, it's good to know things. And I'm every week seeking knowledge, and I do my research very well. And I'm understanding now that, you know, I'm going to take you into a lot of history as we go on, because I want our people to learn, which I call today is a very important day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. But I call it, it's to me, it's American. What did I tell you I call this day?
Black Liberation Day.
Black Freedom Day.
I was close, but thank you, yes.
Black Freedom Day. I feel that all blacks should have the right of Martin Luther King. And it shouldn't just be Martin Luther King Day. It should be a national holiday, just like every other day. It should be Black Freedom Day, Black Liberation Day, however you want to put it. But I think that should go into that Martin Luther King Day should be not only Martin Luther King Day, because when you're saying Martin Luther King, you got to remember he was an American black.
Okay, so would you want to say Gandhi? Or that's a whole nother level?
But, okay, but now what happened, if you just say that, then what happened to the West Indians and the others that come here in this country? I think now that that has happened, that we all is one now, Martin Luther King can be on top, but they should have it Black Liberation Day.
You're right.
Black Freedom Day. Because it's all blacks was transferred one way or another through the slave trade. Okay? So I'm going to take you back to Mexico. Of course, blacks was taken to Mexico. This is something you never hear and won't hear. And the reason why you don't hear it, because the indigenous people they say was there was the black people. They changed their names, they killed off the men's, kept the women's, and breeded the black women's and called them indigenous people. But what happened was, you'll see a lot of Mexicans looking like black, and you say, how come their hair is coarse like ours, this and that? They brainwashed them, but now out come DNA. When DNA come, these Mexicans, when the Indians had to get their reparation, get their money, the governor of Mexico wouldn't give it to the people unless they was indigenous. So all these people that thought they was indigenous, the government told them they had to speak the language. How they going to speak the language when they never was indigenous? So that's how they found out that they was blacks. And so they started checking their DNA, and they realized they come from Africa too. So you have a lot of Mexicans they call indigenous that they didn't want to be bothered with was black people, the slaves that came, because a lot of those countries, they killed off the males and kept the women's, breeded the women's, and then changed their identity.
That's really messed up. That sounds like
But you
the
couldn't
government
beat,
would do.
you couldn't beat DNA.
Thank God for
So
that.
DNA now, the Mexican, you're going to find a lot of black, and a lot of the Latin American countries, they have black African people that was changed, and they're sorry that they lost their own culture. They lost it because they never knew this. They thought they was indigenous till it was time to get the indigenous money. The Mexican government say, no way. How you indigenous and can't speak the language? So all those people was in the woods in different places and couldn't mix with the other Mexicans. All the time was Africans.
Well, this is why they always say you really can't tell people that they are really black, because they get offended, and some of them even get embarrassed for being part of that race.
That
but
made
that's
me
what you
understand how come they took on to the Jamaican culture so well. They could possibly known from their DNA that their same relatives is in Jamaica. and they started following the culture, learning the way that the Jamaicans and adapted the culture. Another thing I hear out there now is African culture. A lot of African country is opening the doors that any blacks that want to come home can come to the country and live.
What?
Yes. A lot of black countries are, I guess with the DNA, it shows where you come from. Don't forget, it shows exactly where your roots at. So if you can probably prove that, you can go back and live there.
That's a lot to take in right about now. That's
Now, so there's no excuse for people not going back home. Why stay here and fight this government and worry about Bush when you can pack your bags and go back home?
I mean, you mean Trump, right?
Yeah, Trump.
Well, they're both in the same boat. They're
So-
all related.
So what do you say about that? Should the people pack up and go back home?
I mean, if I had the option to, hell yeah, why not? But
You mean
excuse
to
my
tell me
language.
you would leave America
Well, actually,
and pack up and say, goodbye, America, I'm going back to Liberia because...
I am not from Liberia.
I
I'm
know you-
Honduran and Trinidadian. but in all that reality, I wouldn't be able to leave this station. I can't leave.
I don't think
you
nobody
ain't have
can.
that.
I don't think nobody, you know, I listen.
There's a lot of freedom out here.
I'm listening to, I had a show that I didn't send you yet. I was listening to these people hollering at the Indians, telling the Indians, these guys that wear the long black outfits and all that, and they was telling the Indians they Israelites and they their brother and they need to abandon that culture they got and come to the Christianity, and that's why they was destroyed, because they was believing in idols, and they was out there. I got to send you that tape and let you watch it. And they was preaching up a storm, and the white people hollering at them, they calling them monkeys and all kind of stuff. I could not believe it. The
truth. Every time you say the truth.
They really was messing with the Indians.
And somebody messing with us right now.
You understand?
Go home, Yankee.
You know, messing with the Indians. You know, the Indians telling them they got a false culture. And they worshiping idols. And this is what they need to go back home to Israel. And the Indians actually took everything as a laugh. So, DJ goes,
yes.
What do you say about that? Should the Indians give up their culture and go back to Israel?
No. Stay your behind right where you are.
But what I don't understand, if you was cursed, according to them, you didn't follow the law of God.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the Bible, according to their readings, I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm only telling you what I hear. And you was cursed from a land to scatter all about and be a slave. Now, if that's in the holy book that you forsaken the rules of forsaking God at that time, how can you change that?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. When it comes to the Bible, it goes as far back as the Dead Sea Scrolls. The government, archaeologists, a lot of people don't want us to see and read the real truth. The Bible has been messed up and messed with since day one. There's always new versions of everything. And when it comes to religions, everybody agrees to something up to a certain extent with that line. Once that line is crossed, that's where it all divides up, like the countries, like the states. Everybody has their own way of thinking, their own idol, their own prophet, their own God, their own this, their own that.
So
it's too much.
If you was cursed to scatter all over the land to be a slave, like they say, then how can you take that away? How can you go back and repent and go back once you was already cursed?
Repent, pray.
And that means you can go back to Israel?
That's what, from what I've seen and with a little bit of what I know, it's always prayer. Prayer, 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 and repent.
So what's the difference in Israel now and then it would be you go packing your bags going back there now? What's the difference will it be leaving here now, going back to Israel?
I don't think there would be a difference because it's to the point where now where if you believe in God, you'll get crucified, you die, you become a martyr, you die. That's it.
So if you apostle,
and anybody call me correct me
they
if
say
I'm
the
wrong.
Jews and everything are imposters. They're not real. Okay, people do steal other people's culture to make it their own. I mean, Americans doing that every day. They robbing other people's dishes, and Latin is robbing the Spain dishes, and the Colombians are robbing the Puerto Rican dishes, and so on and so on. So how you going to have a correct culture when you're going to continue doing the same thing?
History repeats itself, and apparently no one understands that.
So it's just going to be always a bunch of talk.
I would say so, yes, until somebody is strong enough, mentally strong enough, and has a strong will to go out there and do something about it, just like Dr. Martin Luther King. It only takes one person.
Now with Dr. Martin Luther King, did he do, that can be a little shaky too.
Okay.
Because sometimes other races will use another race for an example. Because I know in my family the Bevel man was walking with Dr. Luther King, was the one who was running the whole thing. His name was James Bevel. And I can tell you for a fact, they don't even mention him. And if you look him up, he was the one running the whole thing of Martin Luther King. He didn't get the fame. They turned around and made it some kind of way, say his daughter say he tried to rape him and rape them and messed up his whole career. But go read on James Bevel, and you're going to see he was the one run that whole march and run everything. But they tell you Martin Luther King.
And
so you got to understand that the higher people going to pick who they choose that can convince the other people to make them believe, and that person may not believe in what they're doing. And when that person stops following the footsteps of the higher leader, they get killed.
And it's called psyops, which people such as myself, a commoner, not
For
supposed to know and say
example, what's that man used to always, you go into something, Sharpton.
Oh.
Okay, that's perfectly Dr. Martin Luther King.
Him and the other one, Jesse Jackson.
They'll come in.
When they were involved with him,
they'll make
the shot came, they both went like this. The
They'll-
only two in that picture went like this.
They'll make sure you come in there, and they'll make sure they side with you. And when you look around, the whole case is stopped.
It's called handlers. Oops.
You understand? Like the whole case is just stopped. And you don't hear no more about it. What happened to that girl that got raped? It was a big, long story, and Dr. Luther King, and she got raped by all these boys, and it was a black girl, and her name was very popular. I ain't never heard no more about her. I know she had got raped by these kids, these men's about 15 or 20, and it was all over news, and Sharpton and them went in there to help her.
Not to want to brawl.
There she is. Yes, she is. What happened to her?
I could do research, but more or less likely they gave her some hush money or they killed her.
Is she dead?
I'll do research, but they probably gave her hush money or they killed her. Al Sharpton was her handler. That's what that is. Everybody has a handler.
So they come in to stop things. Well, that's what
either stop things or to boost things up or to give themselves credit and recognition. I want y'all to look at me. Hello, I want y'all to look at me.
Because
I'm helping this woman out for the black people.
If you look at it now, Martin Luther King was struggling, but what about all those others was struggling before him was very powerful.
That's why I mentioned Gandhi.
Yes,
and he was also prejudiced too, but he was Indian, which in my mind he's considered black. But he was also against African Americans too. But I don't want to go there. That's what I read
we know
on
that
him.
story too, and they got him up there. Not Gandhi. There's a man from India. They got a statue by Martin Luther King. Instead of having Martin Luther King there, they got Martin Luther Tomb, and they got this Indian man from India that hate black people. They got his statue where Martin Luther King is at.
That's probably Gandhi, because
And
I
maybe
found out Gandhi
it's one of those
didn't
Indians
like black
that didn't
people.
like black people, wouldn't help him, and this and that, and his statue is where Martin Luther King.
Suave, can you do that research for me real quick?
So, yeah, no, we give you a little history, folks, that really everybody make a difference in the world. If you are fighting for your cause, I don't think one man should be recognized, because there's millions of people doing the same thing. And I feel that when you just put one man as a God above everybody, you can't do that.
You're not supposed to idolize anyone.
No, you're not. You're not, because there's so many other people doing the same thing and not recognized.
And when you idolize people, you are being programmed.
So this is a lesson to be learned. So we want to not be idolizing one man and give it a holiday, freedom for the people. You know, if Martin Luther King represented, then it should be Black Freedom Day, day for the black people and all in general that he supposed to have represented, not just Martin Luther King Day. Because he wasn't the only one fighting that struggle war, and he can't represent all nations of black people. You know, he represent the black Americans. But I'm pretty sure in them other countries, they may use him as an example, but I'm pretty sure they ain't worshiping his day. What do you say, Holly?
I agree.
You think other countries, black countries, are representing Martin Luther King Day?
I mean, some people are in their own way, but they're not going to express it to everyone else. It's like saying Christmas. I don't like Christmas, but yet I'm just going to pretend like I like Christmas to make everybody else happy. Or I'll just stay by myself and just say bah humbug.
So do they give any ceremonies on this day, like funeral service? Not funeral service, but when you go to church and you pray?
If people wanted to, it's not like it's St. Patrick's Day. Now I understand what you're telling me. It's not like it's St. Patrick's Day. It's not like it's Valentine's Day. It's just another ordinary day where hardworking people
get a day off
for the sweat of someone else.
And don't even know why they off. Don't even care. So what is some of the foods you think should be served for St. Martin Luther Day? If you're going to give a person a day, there's certain things you eat and certain things in their honor. Don't you think so?
Yes.
You know, because at Christmas you got certain foods you eat. You eat ham. You know. So what would you eat for St. Martin Luther King Day? Wouldn't you have a Southern day?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Biscuits, gravy,
Do you think they
potatoes.
get anybody out there to eat that on their day and celebrate it right?
No. It's only the national holidays, which is Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
That's when everybody eats right. Why every time I tell the truth you fall?
Well, this is Wake Up America.
Lord
We're having a good time. If you'd like to call in and give us some notes, here the number is 718-676-0820, 718-253-4239. We'd like to hear from you and hear how you think. Because my opinion is just an opinion. It's not to make you believe in what I'm saying. I'm just thinking about things. You know, it's good to think about things and not just accept everything that's thrown in your face, but at least you can think about it. Don't mean you necessarily you are right in what you're saying, but it's a thought that's out there, maybe something good. Because you know something, if you look at the reality, when DJ Gold Star, that's
what we're trying to look for now.
But wasn't Coretta half white? Because she looked white to me.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Wasn't his wife half white?
That I don't know, but that is a good question. Do me a favor, Suave. Suave.
Okay.
Look up. Somebody stop King's background, please.
We need some answers here, folks, because we don't just buy anything. We like to have some proof. And anything you get, folks, don't just listen to what people tell you. Do your own research, and this is what we're trying to tell you. People have been giving you their own myth for years. You understand? So always do your research. Okay, this is Sister Dobong talking. The number 718-253-7273. And DJ having a hard time. DJ goes, I guess you won't be able to put it up tonight. Putting up King and Queen Radio.
I'm going to put it back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some answers there. Now, did you find what I asked you before with
the statue? No. No, she said it's a statue on the hill, but it's not only the king of somebody else. He doesn't like black people. Doesn't like their hair. Okay. I'll find it. I'll find it later. I will talk about the There We Go Jamaica.
Okay, There We Go Jamaica is coming on from 1 a.m. to 2. And we don't forget to call me Sister Dobong. You're having troubles in your life. You need some extra money for the New Year's. Maybe you want your loved one to come back home. Maybe you just tired of people putting witchcraft on you and keeping you down. Maybe you feeling like everything you do, no matter what you do, it keep getting worse and worse and worse. So you need to call me so I can give you some spiritual remedies to uplift your life and to put your life back on track again. And don't forget to call me so you can remove the darkness from your life. I have spiritual bath. I have also nice crystals that brought to me from Africa and Brazil for you. I have a lot of energy to give you to remove the negativity from your life. Also sickness and bad luck. You can also call me if someone on your job is really agitating you and you don't know what to do next. You don't want to lose your job. You want your boss a little under control. If you're having a hard time finding a job and maybe you just have your life just torn apart. Someone you love dearly and you don't understand. They right there with you, but they're not with you. You feel alone right there with the person. Maybe someone got you jinxed and got you under some influence spell and got it where you can't even have a sexual relationship. You're just maybe going through terrible times, feeling energy in your stomach like something moving or something that's just in your body don't make you feel comfortable. You may have an uneasiness. Yes, it's voodoo. People can do voodoo and do all kind of things. People can give you gifts and you think it's just a natural gift and they done did some type of incantation. Beware of receiving gifts because sometimes not all gifts is good for you. They may also give you some voodoo rings and tell you they give you a God ring and that ring is bringing you worse than ever. You need to get rid of that ring or come see Sister Dobong. Because sometimes these voodoo leaders will put something, give you something to hold, and it's to only keep you coming back and back, spending more money and more money and more money. If you got to keep going back and forth more than 2 times or 3 times a visitor to a reader, every week you got to go and you got to bring this and bring that and bring this and bring that, something is wrong. No, it don't go that way. So if you got troubles and you're going somewhere and you need to find a great spiritual, honest spiritual, call me Sister Dobong, 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. May want to pass my number on to your friends. Let your friends know about Sister Dobong. Put my name under your pillow. Put it on the wall. It'll bring you good luck. Sister Dobong. Look me up, sisterdobong.com. And I want to thank all those people on the web pages. And do send me a donation. Yes, donation acceptable. Okay, and if you want to be a guest on King and Queen Radio, we have open slots. If you need radio time, you want your own talk show. You want to be able to tell the world how you feel. You want to be able to express yourself. I'm going to give you that opportunity to come on radio and be able to help people, be able to encourage people. You'll have your own time, your own slot. Yes, yes. So do call DJ Gold Star for 718-253-4239 if you like your own show. She'll be here until 2 a.m. in the morning. That's 718-676-0820, 718-253-4239.
Or 347-699-6892, 347-699-6892. Coretta Scott King. She served as a worthy matron for her Eastern Star chapter. That's one.
Okay.
That's one. Two, let's see here. Okay, I'm just gazing through this, but I did see something pertaining to, okay, Coretta's maternal grandfather Martin was born to a slave of black Native American ancestry and her white master who never acknowledged Martin as his son. He eventually owned a 280-acre farm. Because of his diverse origins, Martin appeared to be white.
What did I tell you? So, you know, most of the time when you hear these black leaders running your life, usually they've got white in them. And they usually staring you one way, and they don't even believe in what they're telling you.
And according
So I hear this a lot. I would like to see black leaders coming from black mothers and black fathers. Then you could say you're really a black leader for black people. Because you got black leaders who mix, cannot be what they want to be white. So they profess that they are black and try to destroy other blacks from being who they want to be. So go ahead, girl.
Thank you. Now, at the age of 10, Coretta worked to increase the family's income. She had an older sister named Edith Scott Bagley, who was born in 1924, passed in 2011. An older sister named Eunice, who did not survive childhood, and a younger brother named Obadiah Leonard, born in 1930, passed in 2012. According to DNA analysis, she was partly descended from the Mende people of Sierra Leone.
All right. And Sierra Leone is mixed with Indians and mixed breed there. They just give you that part. They left the white part out. But you are wherever your family from. You can't take one part and dismiss the other part. You understand? Because of your color. Yeah, you're black, but you still are what you come from. Regardless, slave mix, rape, and a lot of times what people say wasn't slave masters raping the people, because that was like a dishonor, disgrace for them. It was the servant, the ones who was put on top of the fields was slaves also, but they was white slaves, what they call servitude. They was mingling with the slaves. And so people get that very wrong when they think the slave master, unless they was on the boat coming over and got raped. But when they got on them farms, they couldn't get caught getting raping nobody black. Because that would have been, they would have been thrown away from that society. So it was usually those masters, overseers that they had, the Irish and the Scotland, and those people that they had slaves too. But they call them servitude. They didn't be a slave in the fields. They stayed over top of the farm because they was white. And after they served a certain amount of years, they left. But the slaves seen them as white people too, because they didn't know no difference in servitude. All they seen was a white man running everything. But that white man was a slave too. He ain't having no better. He couldn't leave on his own. He had to stay there and oversee the slave. So what he did, he mixed with them. He ain't had no woman, so he mixed with them, and he probably loved them. So they always think it's the slave master. That's not true. Slave masters could not mingle with the slaves and get caught. If he did, he would kill that baby or send it to Jamaica, another land far away that it could not be recognized.
Well, what about George Washington in 1 second we have left?
George Washington, he probably was black himself.
With them wooden teeth. Well,
you never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening and
them
watching
days they
Sister
had them
Dobong.
mulattoes was white as snow, and they was more Moors.
S'mores?
Mixed with more. More, M-O-O-R.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, shout out to the show coming up now.
Lady English and King John. I forgot the man's name.
You can't keep forgetting. I think it's huge. Huge.
Well, we couldn't remember. I couldn't.
I'll listen to the show if I get the chance. I'll find out. Thank you, and shout out to Ladies English. A great show coming up. I love it.
93.5 FM WVIP, King and Queen Radio.
Wait,
Station.
be back 1 a.m. There we go, Jamaica. Thank you.
Goodbye.
I put it on them tonight. I put some knowledge on them tonight.